Did you know that a pear-shaped diamond symbolizes the tears of joy? Today's video is going to be a complete guide to pear-shaped engagement ring. Hi everyone, my name is Bonnie. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things diamonds. Okay, in today's video, I will teach you the different characteristics of a pear-shaped diamond, how to choose the right one. Number 2, what to avoid in a pear-shaped diamond. And of course, our fan favorite number 3 is showing you different styles, what settings are the right setting for a pear-shaped diamond. And of course, a by Bonnie classic, fan favorite, wedding band pairing. Let's get started. Number 1, when you're shopping for a pear-shaped diamond online, this is literally like all the sirens have to go off your head, because when you're doing online spinning video and if you know nothing about pear-shaped diamond, you're gonna think that, well, they're all just pear-shaped, right? This looks pear, this looks pear. Well, what is the difference? First, the most important thing is actually knowing the 3 different types of ratio of a pear shape. What does that mean? It means that if you're in the 150 kind of ratio, you're more in the chubbier zone of a pear shape. And then if you go in the 160s, you're more in the traditional teardrop pear shape. And then when you go into 170 ratio plus, it's going to be a really kind of elongated shape of a teardrop. Is there one better than the other? The answer is no. It's personal preference, whether you want something a little wider or something a little longer. For me, it depends on the project. So if you're doing a pendant or a drop earring or an engagement ring, that can really vary on what kind of ratio that I'm going to assign to the project. So it's very important when you're researching about pear-shaped diamond to check like the actual shape and ratio of what you're picking. Okay, so now that we know what are the differences of each kind of shape, then let's move on to what to avoid in a pear-shaped diamond. Number 1, avoid what we call the double tuxedo. Yes, you're wearing a tuxedo for your wedding, but that's not what you want on your diamond. You'll be surprised that I made a video about a very famous blue box company who my client went to, or now she became a very dear good friend of mine. She had paid almost 6 digits for the ring and ended up getting a pear shape that had kind of like this double bow tie. So just because you're going to a luxury brand does not mean that you're automatically going to get a beautiful diamond. It's really important for the person that you're working with to kind of check the diamond for you. That's why it's a little bit tricky when you're working with a stone that's overseas, or a lot of the online retailers are like, oh, you can't see the stone. If you don't like it, you just return it. Oh yeah, sure, I just spent all these thousands of dollars and I want to go through the hassle of like buying and returning and buying and returning. And oftentimes they limit how many times you can return a diamond or a ring. So they're like, oh, okay, well, if this is your second return, we need to start charging you a restocking fee. So just go directly and work with someone who knows about curation, who does the actual looking at diamonds. So that's very important, is to avoid that double tuxedo. Now, bow tie is prominent in every pear-shaped diamond. It's just depending on what kind of lighting you put it under, so that it comes out in certain lighting and kind of disappears in certain lighting. So that's really important to look at the stone in different lightings. And you'll be surprised that craftsmanship is something that will completely change the look of your pear shape. A lot of times when I did that remake of the one that I mentioned earlier, people could not believe that, oh, how does her pear shape does not have a bow tie? They should do like crazy editing. The answer is no, I did not. It's part of the craftsmanship. What goes under the ring reflects all over your diamond, so definitely watch out for craftsmanship. The second thing to avoid is try not to go under K color unless you are looking for super warm pear-shaped diamond. And the reason is fancy color tends to show more color than a round. So if you go K or below, you're gonna end up with something that's very warm, unless you're going for a fancy color yellow diamond, which I've done content on fancy yellow before. This is when the color chart kind of takes a U-turn and goes to fancy color, which just reminds me of like a beautiful sun. I have a yellow diamond myself and I absolutely love it. Who wants to manifest Bonnie's energy and getting more yellow diamonds? Comment below if you want to see more fancy color diamond content. Yes, I will make it. Moving on To the next topic, which is which settings will go well with a pear-shaped diamond. And of course, our favorite classic is definitely Solitaire or Solitaire with a hidden halo. I've shown that, I've made that in different versions, all white, two-tone, or even our Tulip Solitaire. It really just brings out the shape of the pear and there's no distraction. We absolutely love that. The next favorite setting a lot of people love is definitely a delicate halo around the center stone. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the word halo, it means a little row of diamonds on the outside, and hidden halo refers to a little row of halo on the side of the diamond where when you look at it on top, it is not visible. I absolutely love pear-shaped with halo. We've done like extra thick version of it, thin version of it. I'm gonna show everything to you, but this is definitely one of my favorite settings for a pear-shaped diamond. Number 3 is definitely our French Pave with hidden halo or our French Pave with our Tulip setting. It is so beautiful when you just add a little bit of diamonds on the side. It's so pretty, it's so princessy. It's just like we talked about in the beginning, tears of joy. Moving on to the next part of our favorite, yes, band pairing. Okay, so we're gonna feature this Solitaire hidden halo pear-shaped engagement ring. This is actually a 1.57 ratio diamond, which I talked a little bit about earlier, where it's kind of like little chubby, not too long, but still very beautiful. So our first pairing is definitely this Petite French Pave. Yes, it is super delicate and beautiful. When you want something that goes with the ring without too much distraction, this literally completes the look of a dainty pairing. And if you are in love with the dainty look, this is definitely one of our top choices. Number 2 is the Marquise and round pair with the pear shape. It is definitely adding contrast to this look, right? It's not just a straight line. You can see that the Marquise really pairs well with the pear because it also has pointy ends. So this is again another really delicate look that we absolutely love that goes really well with a pear-shaped engagement ring. Next up is our crown cut single share prong ring. This has been definitely one of our top paired with the pear shape just because our clients love the separation on the single prong where you can really see the shape of the round diamond compared to the pave look, so you can see more contrast. And again, it's a delicate look that doesn't overpower the pear-shaped diamond, and it is so pretty when you pair it in gold, and definitely available also in platinum. We've done it in platinum before. You can check that out. Last but not least, if you want something a little bit thicker but still very classic, it's our Sophia round band at 2.65 millimeter. Now this one paired with it, you can obviously tell that it's thicker, but what's good about this kind of band is that even when you're not wearing your engagement ring, maybe sometimes because of your work, like you're a nurse or you're a doctor in surgery and you can't really wear your engagement ring, this kind of band is really good to be a standalone wider band, so you get a little bit more finger coverage when you're not wearing your ring, but then when you actually add it back on, it just looks really pretty together. Tell me right now which wedding band pairing was your favorite, and if you like pear shape, what is your other favorite shape of diamond? Tell me in the comment below. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at @ByBonnieJewelry. I hope you found this helpful. I'll see you in my next episode, okay? Bye!